Hey folks, Scott Melissa here. I work with Granite Behavioral Health Care in Prescott Valley, Arizona. We help those suffering from addictions transform their lives through our core values: community, commitment, and connection. Today we'll hear from 3 individuals who will share their insight regarding the choices they made to leave their surroundings in order to get the help they needed. And now we will hear from our speakers. Hi, would you please introduce yourself and share your background?
My name is Owen Campbell from Massapequa, Long Island. Grew up in a big Irish-Italian family, 5 boys, loving parents. Sports was everything growing up, and just a lot of egos and a lot of love growing up.
My name is Chrissy Regan. I am from Levittown, Long Island. When I was born, I was kind of exposed into the addiction world. I came from a loving family. I always had everything I needed, but my parents had both struggled with drug addiction throughout my whole life. So I was exposed to it at a younger age. So from early on, I thought that was the only way to live.
Alex McKay, alcoholic from Farmingdale, Long Island. Came from a good household. I like to refer to my upbringing as CIA, Catholic Irish Alcoholic. Alcohol was a big part of a lot of everything that went on in my growing up, as far as my family was involved in everything. So that doesn't mean that's why I'm an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic because of my own self. But it was definitely there.
Can you share with us, what was it like, what was your environment like, perhaps maybe the previous 5 years before coming out to Arizona?
So I had started getting into pills and whatnot at a younger age than most people. I also started to learn, like early on in my addiction, just when I had first started smoking and drinking, like how to come across as everything that I'm not. And I learned that a lot from my parents, like everything has to be okay, you don't show emotion. So like me putting drugs and mind-altering substances into my body really helped me be able to shut that emotional stuff down.
What were you afraid of? Or were there any hesitations to come out to Arizona?
Yeah, fear pretty much, never realized it before, but fear pretty much ran my life. And like another fear, of course, was coming out here. Like when I had decided to go to treatment and finally get some help, my fear was, first of all, going to Arizona. Like, what the hell? What's in Arizona? It's like a desert. And like, I mean, Jesus Christ got his connection with God out in the desert, but he spent 40 days, maybe I'll do 40 days and 40 nights in Arizona in the desert. Maybe I'll find my higher power. But, I mean, the fear was that what if I go all the way to Arizona and this just don't work, you know? What if this doesn't work either? And that was really my biggest fear.
Chrissy, what were your fears?
My biggest fear was being forgotten. I had built this lifestyle back home that I was so comfortable in, and like change terrified me. I used to go to detoxes and like AMA once my parents pulled off and have them pick me up and go right back home to like what I knew was safe and where I knew like I wouldn't be stranded and by myself. So one of my biggest fears to coming out here and moving this far away from like everything that I've known my whole life was being forgotten. I thought that like my family was going to move on and like no one was going to want to contact me anymore. Like I just thought that like I was just going to be that junkie daughter that like left the state and stopped communicating with everybody.
Owen, has your thoughts changed about being a member in a community?
Yeah. Again, I couldn't keep saying when I first got out. When I first got out here, I hated being in a community. I thought everyone was immature. I thought everyone was not like beneath me, but I all thought they were like stupid and just, they can't help me. I have all the answers type thing.
Maybe drank the Kool-Aid.
Hey, a lot of Kool-Aid, you know.
White sneakers.
Yeah. But now it's like, if I wasn't in a community, I don't know what I would do. Like, people truly caring, people offering advice or people just listening. They don't have to say anything, but they're like willing to listen. Like, it makes life a lot easier because you don't have to hold in the thoughts that you had to hold in when we were out using.
I don't have a problem admitting that like I'm not okay, and like I'll listen to somebody else and they give me feedback rather than like thinking I know everything, you are beneath me and like you can't show me anything. And I think trust is like one of the biggest things I get out of being in a community.
Community's always been a big thing for me, but like as much as I wanted to be a part of a community or like be involved in something, like I'm a New York City dock builder and that's like a wolf pack. It's like tough, man. Those guys are like ruthless, but they love each other and they take care of each other. And like even then when I was doing that, I was in that community and I was in that lifestyle, but I still felt apart from that community. Like I was in it, but I wasn't in it. And like here in this community, I feel a part of it. Like it doesn't even need to be said. I feel it. I don't feel anxious or weird or apart from. And like a big part of that had to do with the Recover Strong process and working out with all kinds of different people and fighting through things in the exercises and like having people push you along. There was a sense of camaraderie because I enjoy working out, but that really pushed it further to get that sense of community that I had longed for, connection.
Owen, talk to us about your thoughts on how the role of exercise, daily exercise, has played a role in your recovery.
I mean, we say it all the time. Like, people that do Recover Strong, well, they just have a better feel for the day. They feel better throughout the day. You take pride in what you're doing in your day to day, and it's like feel good, look good, recover great is something I've always said, you know? And it's true though, you know, like you start your day off working out at 7 o'clock in the morning, and when you're done, you feel accomplished, you feel proud of yourself, and the rest of your day becomes easy and you have more natural energy, and your mind isn't racing all over the place. You're not sitting in your head.
What would you say to somebody watching this video who's interested in coming out but maybe skeptical, maybe afraid? What would you say to that person?
It would be the greatest decision of your life to kind of get a time out and have some time for you and to get some tools on how to deal with life and how to deal with stress and real life problems than doing drugs, drinking alcohol, whatever you got to do.
It's terrifying at first, you know, it's not like something that you're looking forward to do. But like I got to a point back on the island where I was so broken and I didn't have any other way out. I couldn't get away from the people I was around. I had so many attempts at getting sober back home. I thought I could do it, and like changing people, places, and things has really saved my life. Coming out to Arizona, like I was terrified at first. You leave like your safe running grounds and you come to something that's not only a different state, but it's completely different atmosphere, energy, the people are nicer, like everything is just so different. And it's just like, you know, like I found myself from leaving Long Island. I really found myself. I know what I enjoy doing, not because other people enjoy doing it. I have self-esteem and self-worth that like I never had from the island. Like people don't pick each other up back home in the dope game like you do out here in recovery, and it truly is, it's the greatest decision I've ever made for sure.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit the like button and share this video.